Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Reiteman. I will be taking you through your options of math courses here at Brookfield Central. Now, as far as graduation requirements go, 3 credits are needed to graduate. Everyone needs to at least pass Algebra 2 in order to graduate. Okay, most of us, that's our 3rd credit of math here at BC. Now, most colleges, if that's something you are looking to do, they like to see that math is taken every year of high school. Okay, so think when you're considering classes to take, think about what you would take as a senior or what you would want to take as a senior and work backwards. So if you don't need to double up, you don't need to double up. There's not necessarily a need for that for everyone. Okay, for those who want to challenge themselves and maybe get to a class that they want, then doubling up might be something you need or want to do. Now, as far as classes go, like I had said, Algebra 2 is something that is necessary for graduation, as well as Geometry and Algebra 1. All the other classes below Algebra 2 here are going to be electives. So, Trigonometry and Statistics are both one-term classes, okay? And then we have the AP Calc cohort, which is a 4-term class. Everything else will be a 2-term class. Now, like I had said earlier, there is no need to be in a hurry. Most colleges like to see math is taken all 4 years, so doubling up is not something you necessarily need to do. Okay, in the past few years, we've seen doubling up sometimes leads to people running out of classes to take, or they're ending up in a class that doesn't necessarily suit their abilities and isn't really setting them up for success. They really tend to be struggling because they doubled up, and now they are in a class that isn't necessarily fitting their abilities or their skills. So again, doubling up is really something you should only consider after talking with your math teacher. Now, we also have many honors classes, such as honors geometry, honors algebra 2, honors, and honors pre-calc. Okay, now if you're considering an honors class, these are the things you want to think about. Okay, an honors class is going to be faster paced with some more challenging problems, as well as a lot higher expectations of what is expected that you know from previous classes, as well as there's not a ton of review to kind of lead you into that class. You kind of hit the ground running pretty quickly. Okay, those who are taking honors should actually really enjoy the challenge of math and should enjoy problem solving and should enjoy kind of doing the math itself. Okay, so if that's not you, maybe honors isn't the best route. Okay, we should be taking honors because our friends are taking it or because it looks good on a transcript. You should be taking it if you really enjoy the challenge that math class brings to you. So if you are getting an A, B, or a C in a regular class, that means you are in the right place. Okay, I would really consider, if you ever are thinking of going into an honors class, you really make sure you ask your math teacher first. Right there will be the best piece of person to go to decide if you should be in honors or not. Now we are going to go through a few different kind of scenarios of what a typical 4-year schedule could look like if you are in certain classes. So if you're a freshman in Algebra 1, you would then take geometry as a sophomore, algebra 2 as a junior, and then trig and stats as a senior to get your 4 years of math, 4 credits of math, and you can graduate. Now, let's say you are in geometry. We have a lot of freshmen in geometry as well as sophomores in geometry. So follow kind of your grade level there. If you are a freshman in geometry, you would then take algebra 2, trig and stats as a junior, and then if you enjoyed that stats class, take AP stats. If you want to kind of go more towards a college math class, then look at pre-calc. Okay, if you are a sophomore, that's the same path as the last slide. Geometry, then algebra 2, then trig and stats. Now, if you're in algebra 2, we do have a fair amount of freshmen in algebra 2 as well as sophomores in algebra 2. Okay, follow your path. If you are a freshman in algebra 2, you would typically be the only ones taking calculus as a senior. Okay, now again, these are all schedules where no one is doubling up. Okay, so look at how pre-calc is really only for those who are in Algebra 2 as a freshman or sophomore. Okay, so you really need to consider, if I don't want to get to calculus, if I don't need it and what I'm looking to do after high school, then pre-calc is maybe where I end, or trig and stats is maybe where I end. So really consider where you want to be as a senior. Again, any of these paths will get you your 4 years of math and 4 credits of math that colleges like to see. Now, if you're taking calculus, there's 3 options. There's AB. BC is typically for those who either took AB already or did well in honors pre-calc and wants to challenge themselves. We also have the cohort, which is A, B, and C, each in their own term, and then the 4th term is used for ACT prep, or AP test prep. So you want to go through and decide which calculus class is the best fit for you if you are someone who is taking calculus. Now that we've all kind of considered what classes are out there, what classes we could take, and kind of look at potential schedules of your 4 years, just a couple things to remind yourself. Okay, take your time. There's no need to rush. Again, look at what class you want to take as a senior and work backwards from there. Okay, and if you ever have any questions or are not sure what class to take, your math teachers are your best resource. All right, I will see you guys all in the math hallway. Go Lancers.